Bob Carr here with another episode of the Bob Carr Show. In the studio today, I'm delighted to have Mrs. Burr. How are you?
Very fine, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Ms. Burr, appreciate you coming in. And it's probably been 18, 20 years. We've been a client, and you've been a client, and I've been a provider for you for your watering system. I guess when we first met, it was you and I and your husband, Bob.
Yes, that's right.
It's been many a year. So what started all that, you think? How do we all get together originally?
We were having landscaping projects done at our house, and we wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to maintain them. So that's when we got the idea of having a sprinkler system put in. And then we contacted you.
You've been happy for a lot of years, I hope?
I've been happy for a lot of years.
Now, before we met, did you guys used to drag a hose around the yard a lot?
Oh, yeah. We had the sprinkler, that attaches to the hose, and it was just very difficult. It was cumbersome. Even though we had a faucet both in the front and the backyard, it was still too much for us to make sure that it was going to all get done correctly. And when you spend the kind of money that we were spending on beautiful landscaping, we didn't want to lose any of it.
I got you. And both of you, I guess back then, were working? One of you retired by then?
We were both working.
Working? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. My husband retired in like 1995-ish.
Okay.
And I retired 11 years ago.
Oh, okay. What did you used to do?
I was an educator, teacher, and administrator in Prince George County Public Schools.
Oh, okay.
38 years.
You can tell some stories.
I can.
I got you.
I can indeed. It was a wonderful career. Loved every minute of it.
I got you. That's good that you enjoyed it.
Oh, very much so. It was something I always knew I wanted to do. So I was lucky to be able to be one of the few people that always had a dream to have a certain career and then was able to have it.
Would you do it all over again?
Absolutely.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Even with all the times changing, would you?
Absolutely.
You must have a lot of patience to deal with all that.
Well, it's I think in a lot of cases it's a calling. You either have the talent for it or you don't.
I would think the children would be the easy part. Dealing with the parents would be the hard part. Is that true, or is that just something I look at from my point of view?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. But I mostly had good relationships with my parents because we knew that we were a team in the process.
Oh, okay.
So it was the student, the parent, and I. And we had to work together with the common goal of improving the students' behaviors and achievement. And that always seemed to be a good way to go about it.
I got you. So what are you doing in retirement? What you been up to?
Oh, garden club, book club, a lot of clubs.
A lot of things?
Yeah, a lot of things.
A lot of things going on.
Painting a little bit, doing, things that I didn't have time to do before. But it is an adjustment. All of a sudden, things come to a halt. And you have to figure out how to restructure.
I got you.
I get used to the hectic pace of being a teacher.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that comes to a really big, quick halt, doesn't it? Boom.
Yes, all of a sudden, it's over. But it was the time, the right time.
So what do you got going on in 2024? What you got planned?
More of the same. I've just recently started in a book club, and I want to take up painting again. So I'm looking to take classes to that, and we'll go from there.
You doing a lot of traveling, or?
I'm not traveling at all.
No?
I'm not traveling at all. I did a lot of traveling with my husband, and when he passed away, I just lost the urge to go.
I got you.
So I'm getting involved more in civic things.
I got you. Local here in Crofton area?
Yes. The Crofton Village Garden Club, of which I'm a member, is responsible for planting the cherry trees that are in Crofton and along the Parkway, and I'm getting involved in maintaining and planting.
Do you know Miss Debbie?
I do.
She's a good woman.
I do.
Trying to get her to come out here on this podcast. She won't. I'm gonna keep needling her. She's good people.
She is.
A lot of energy.
Oh my goodness. And it's good to have a woman-owned business.
Oh yeah.
To support.
Her and I joke almost daily about that. Different things. I don't know about that. Just talking about business in general, and the same things we all go through with working with our clients, working with our employees and all. But she's good people.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
And hands-on.
Very much so.
Hands-on on both the customers and with her employees. She's always working with somebody to help them improve their life in their job, and she's just good.
See, that's one of the things that Debbie provides is customer service, and that's one of the reasons why we've stayed with you all these years. and I get good customer service. When I call, I always have good conversations with the people on the other end in the office staff and the
I know you like
techs.
Mr. Drew interrupt.
Drew's
a good
Mr.
man,
Drew.
isn't he?
I love Drew.
I wrote that. I read that note that you wrote, I should say, and I read it. And Drew said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Well, it sounds just like you." And I'm glad that you took time out to acknowledge that. That was nice of you to do that.
People that give good service deserve that acknowledgement, and it should never be taken for granted. There are too many companies that do not give good customer service anymore. You can't talk to anyone. Everything's automated. You lose that personal touch.
True.
And then you
True.
feel like a number.
Yeah. But when you wrote that note, I got it, obviously, as soon as it came in the mail, and they showed it to me. And when I saw Drew, I was giving him a hard time, just joking with him. And then I said, that says a lot about you. And I said, I'm proud of you. And I never had a chance, I don't think, to thank you in person for doing that. But that takes a lot for somebody to, nowadays we're all busy. It takes a couple minutes to acknowledge that. So appreciate you doing that.
It doesn't take but a minute to tell people thank you.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's very important that when I'm getting the level of high quality customer service that I received from him, that he be acknowledged
Sure.
for that behavior to his boss.
Sure. No, we appreciate that.
I'm happy to have him take care of me, and his wife is wonderful in the office, and it's a family atmosphere, and I feel like I'm part of that family.
Ms. Burr, what other projects have we done for you?
We had lighting put in once the landscaping plan was completed.
Okay,
To
okay.
enhance the garden area, and also because our home is very dark at night, and that gives me a feeling of security as well, to have the lights out there.
Got your lights, you got your Pettibone alarm system.
Got my Pettibone alarm system. I'm good to go. We also did garage service where we had the garage cleaned out and shelving installed
organized.
and so on. Very organized. And to this day, I'm proud to say that it's still organized.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, we really appreciate you and your loyalty over the years.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
And thanks for coming in today and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me.
And this wraps up another episode of the Bob Carr Show, and we'll see you next week with another episode.